as we are going to get ourselves into the game. It is OG starting on the CT side. Big will have themselves the T side start again, because obviously on OG's pick, they picked up, or they chose to go for the T start on their map, or on OG's map, should I say. But pistols all out, a kit and a couple flashbangs for Lexi B. Big. They're going to lose a player early on. That's MBK finding one with the USP. A nice kill to find Keto Falls. Difficulty now for this big side to try and find anything in this round, as Valdez going to be going aggressive towards the long door, trying to find a shot on towards Tizzy. He needs to be careful about taking that duel. As if he gets caught, it leaves the A site quite undefensible. That's, at least from long, it's going to divert the attention of these OG players. Now, a push comes in. A player drops in towards CT. A dink comes through on towards Valde. He's low on his feet, but he can still find shots. Mantu towards the site needs to get something. Trying to find Searson, who's completely blinded. Eventually takes him down a little bit longer than needed, but it's all up towards Tizian. A 1 versus 3. And can he find anything? No, it's a... We'll continue from the form he showed in that overtime. He's got so many frags and so many rounds for OG there. And he'll pick up a couple kills at the end of this one.
So it is going to be OG now with, what's that? That's 8 rounds in a row, if I'm not completely mistaken. I believe it is, yeah. If we count the previous map. It's pretty good from them, honestly. They managed to bring it back on that previous map, take it into OT, and from there, clean sweep it in overtime. 4-0 in overtime. That's... We don't get to see that too often. But yeah, they showed up in style. Issa, especially these last couple of rounds on the previous map, and the first couple of rounds on this one, he's doing pretty well as well. We're gonna see Keto inching his way forward with the Desert Eagle. We know how dangerous he can be with that weapon. Issa shuts him down, however. Well, B and Valde will take care of the rest. That'll do it.
That's unfortunate. Quickly done. And OG, they secure a second. Nice kills coming through on SMGs as well. Does help to build up a bit of cash and get you into a good position in the economic standpoint. Valde with a couple. Certainly helps up, obviously, $600 per kill on those SMGs. There's a big... We'll take an eco in this one. Just a single P250 and a Deagle. Waterfalls are just going to run down mid with 4 players, and this is going to be under a bit of threat here as they actually try and push him. A couple kills come through for Big. This smoke there towards CT, though, means that they can't push that way, and MBK is able to catch Zatara trying to escape, but the nade from MBK will finish off another, and it is just Tabson. 1 versus 3 with a Glock in hand, and a lot of work to do. MBK's SMG finishes off the round for OG.
Quick 3-0 here for OG. Making quick work of it the first couple of rounds. And now we do have the money flowing through on the big side of it. Gonna try and see if they can... Ooh, interesting to see Surson actually going for that scout. It's not that interesting, honestly, because I said this so many times and we see it right there. Surson is an absolute machine, an absolute mastermind with a scout on this map. I don't know how he does it, but Dust2 specifically is such a strong map for him with that scout. Mantu trades him out, however. Brings it back. 4-on-4. Got a scout on the CT side of it as well. Valde. Gonna pick up the secondary AWP. 3 nice snipers shot on the CT side. I'm not entirely sure about that one. Yeah, nice shot indeed from Keto. Mantu finds one of his own. Keto in a good position. Santaris takes a lot of damage though.
And well, Keto found that opening towards the A site. They're going to roll with that, the big clan. And they're going to be able to get that bomb planted. A 3-on-3 retake needed. MBK and Mantu with the scout and the AWP respectively. This is going to be coming in from long with an M4. Probably a position you prefer to have that up, but try and find shots nonetheless. Tag down Keto a little bit. But I think for OG, it's going to be the save. And Big, they'll post their first on the round. The guns come out, and the round is posted on the board for them, but they're trying to hold back these OG, or these big players rather. Tizian deals with MBK though, and that's just the scout gone. But Tizian actually goes down to the bomb, so only 2 players surviving for the big clan means that a lot of reinvestment needed.
Yeah, at the very least, they managed to get the round on the board, but as you pointed out, they have to reinvest on 3 of their players. It's going to be expensive for them, so they won't be able to build up an economy just yet. Furthermore, we see that OG, they got the money to reinvest into this round. We have a FAMAS onto Valde. Ooh, okay, that works.
It certainly does.
Try to say we have a FAMAS on Valde, and then Issa gets absolutely deleted. Keto stealing the AWP from Sersen, then going for a quick peek out towards long, and he gets rewarded for it.
But Tabson, or rather Tizian, might be leading the charge in towards this B site for Big. Alexi B posted up with a secondary up. He's in a favorite car though. It's not the best position for it. Close up, he gets one. Can't find anything else. As Tizian deals a killing blow towards it, but MBK swinging through, not the kill. He wanted to fight. Instead, he's dead. And that's now OG having to save once more. Mantu and Valde will keep these guns alive. That B site is no way back in. That is a one-way entry. OG, I'll have to save these weapons, and Big 4-on-2. They're going to try and catch them. I think Searson just about spotted the edge of Valde getting over towards the cubby, towards T-spawn. And that means that these Big clan players are going to try and hunt him down. Tabson to lead the way. Got an AWP from behind him to watch over. Make sure that he doesn't get peeked out wide, and as Tabson nears closer, he will surely check this angle. Actually spots out the player towards the bottom, and I think the all from Mansu. Which way was he watching there? I don't know, but either way, they'll both fall, and OG can't save those guns.
Pretty brilliant chase. As you pointed out, Serson actually spotted that player on the right-hand side of it, which is why he indicated that that player was spotted by looking in that direction and then like quickly moving his mouse around a little bit. So yeah, Serson definitely spotted that player. Then Taps and he did the right thing there, just pushing forward, slow and methodical, checking all the angles while leaving his offer to watch for the player on the right-hand side. Very methodical hunt there from Big. Now we're gonna be on a bit of a limited buy for OG. Barely anything invested.
Yeah, barely a buy at all. It's almost a full eco, just a P250 and Deagle bought up. But look at the positioning for OG here. This is interesting. Keto is having a bit of a conscience about, cognizance about that position behind them. A lot of noise made by Big. But OG, they're actually going to break up a little bit. They were right next to the long doors, and now they pull away. I'm not sure if they think they're trying to fake out this A site. But they had a great position. Obviously, Keto was watching it. Tabson is now. And they're going to work closer big towards this A side. A bit of spamming through the smoke from the OG side. Not going to connect anything. Valde might be the first player to receive contact, and it's almost him going down. But they can't quite find the opening kill. Alexi B just diving through the air. Will get caught down to 14, but it's still a 5-on-5. Valde trying to shoot through the smoke with a Deagle, not finding anything. Alexi B has been finished off, and Big with the bomb planted. I'm going to tie this game up 3-3. There's not really much OG will be able to do with this one now.
Yeah, you make a pretty good point there. So OG decided to go for the short boost with a lot of players pushing out towards top of it. They got good positioning behind the long doors. But you don't really want to take that duel, like pushing long. You don't really want to take that duel when you don't have anything to work with, basically. So what they decided to do was call some of the players back. What they should have done was push all the players back all the way up towards the A bomb site and just play around those tight angles close towards the bomb site. I think that would have been a better idea for them, but they played long angles, lost a player real quick, and then just decided to fall back all of them. Bit of an interesting decision there from OG, honestly, but at the end of the day, Big could have pushed a couple of players over towards the B-bomb site. They didn't check that initially, so that definitely was a very, very real possibility. Either way, it is going to be Big picking up their third. This time around, we do have enough money for OG to buy up once again. Okay.
Yeah, and then trying to make an entrance in towards a B side. It goes 1-for-1, and Tizian takes a lot of damage. Look, he's backed away as that nade comes flying through. Zissa will be able to maintain control of the B site, but Big hoping to find an entrance once more. Kito is just holding from these mid doors, holding towards CT, hoping for an angle of one of these places. Is this going to burn? Yes, he is. Of course he is. He's going to be able to take down one of those before he falls. And Tavares will be the one who finishes off. Kito tries to swing in from mid, but will be deleted by Alexi B. Maybe she could be called Alexi D as he deletes a second. Now, Santara is left all on his own. Simmer 1 versus 3. A beautiful flashbang to come through, and he has been spotted out. They're going to push for him. Alexi B over the top, secures himself a free K. And it will be OG denying Big the lead in this game. They'll take it back for themselves as they find a fourth.
A very methodical round there for OG. They made a weird decision in the previous, but they definitely made up for it in this one. So NBK with the AUG. If you're playing the AUG, you gotta be playing back plats on the B bomb side. It's probably the absolute best place to be playing with that AUG. We do see NBK playing with it again. As you can see, odds this time around swinging a little bit in the favor of OG. That makes sense considering that they managed to pick up the victory on their own map choice. I remember, I think it was 4 rounds prior to regulation ending on that first map. It was like heavily swayed in favor of Big.
Yeah, it was. I mean, obviously, Big were looking super sick towards the end of Inferno. OG, though, they clapped back, clapped some cheeks, and got us to Dust2 with an opening lead in their favor. And now they sit here with a round lead as well. Big. They're not just going to roll over and die. They've got themselves the full weaponry. Plenty of utility as well, and try and take control of short. Give themselves a bit of space in this direction, but OG, they're playing quite far back. They've not got anyone up on that close angle. Instead, it's 2 players. One of them was over towards the ramp. Did one over near elevator. And oh, it's that's a lucky little jump spot there. Has spotted a couple of players in towards mid, I think, off that little jump spot, and MBK is going to be towards the back of the B site on the plateau. Hoping to find some shots with the orb down range. He's finding a lot of damage, no kills, and eventually will get taken down Big. They'll force their way in towards his B site. 3 kills come through for them, and OG, they can't put up a defense in this one. Alde, he'll find one over towards T-spawn, but he's probably just got to save this. Actually going to get another kill. How much more can he find? As Bantu to be posted up towards the A site on his lonesome, and Xantares will eventually find Val. They take that gun out of action, but damage done at least by Val. They does give them a bit of a run for the money. Big forces a couple rebuys.
I pointed out that if you're playing the AUG, you gotta be playing back plat of B bomb side. NBK, he did it in the previous, he does it in this one. This time around, though, yeah, he deals a little bit of damage, but he barely hits any shots. Like, one of the good things about the AUG in that position is you can scope in slightly, and it's incredibly accurate. But obviously, you need to be accurate as well If you're not accurate, it doesn't really help that the gun is.
Yeah, it's like can't hit the broadside of a barn. Doesn't matter if the gun can
Pretty
hit a dinner
much.
plate at 500 meters. They're just going to try and really exploit their weaponry advantage towards this B side as they do take control. A few quick kills bounce this and the smoke bounces off the corner. Not where he intended it to go, and that leaves the doors open for Electric to find some shots where he can't quite find the kill on towards Antares though. Or towards, yeah, on towards Antares. But he's left with 11 points of health. It's just Mantu who remains AWP in hand. Just trying to save it once more. Was hoping they'd come his way. But I believe he has been spotted out. Definitely has now.
Look at the positioning on the minimap. We got multiple players moving in for the hunt. 2 from CT, 1 from short, 1 from long. And there's absolutely nowhere from Manta to go. Even if they didn't find him right then and there, they had so much time to hunt him down with. They knew his exact positioning. It was just a matter of time. Eventually, they do manage to shut him down, pick up their 5th round. Back and forth it goes, like is very typical on Dust2. I think it's the map where I see the most 8-7 half times.
Yeah, it is a pretty balanced map. I think maybe you'd say it's more likely for the T's to find the 8. I've not looked at the stats myself recently, but just from gut feeling of watching games, I think the T side is just slightly biased, maybe not by much. I think it's pretty much 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, I believe last time I checked it was 50.8 T-sided. Something like that. It's ridiculous, like, straight up 50-50.
With OG finding that opening kill, you're going to be able to double it up as well. Just 3 players left for Big. They're going to try and push in towards this A site. Tabson just leading the charge bomb on his back, but his teammates are falling one by one. Can he find anything for his team? Searson will get one and leave Tabson in a 1 versus 4, but he spots out the leg there of Alexi. Not going to go for the shot. Instead, waiting to spot more players. Tabson, though, he'll pick Lexi B out of the air as he tries to jump spot cat style. The second kill comes through. Can he find more? No. Issa is the one to shut him down, and it's 5-5. OG, they bounce back. 2 players surviving as well.
That was a pretty nice shot there. Gotta give him that. But yeah, equal grounds once again. Money is there for both of the sides of the aisle here, so basically like just a straight up gun round between the two. Got orbs on both sides of the aisle. We got the rifles, decent amount of utility, a bit more utility on the big side of it. That could potentially cost OG a bit. 2 kits in play though.
Searson. He's trying to find something with that AWP. Nobody's going to give themselves up from OG, though. They're happy just to chill, you know. Bide their time. Looks like they're going to boost. Then never mind. NDK will drop a smoke, and then they'll go for the boost, perhaps. Up towards that box in CT. Nice little angle that actually allows you to see over smokes that they deploy towards CT to allow them to cross mid to B. However, for Big, that's not going to be the case this time. Instead, it looks like it's going to be a short hit. As smokes come through. Nade from Val, they could do a lot of damage. A player drops in towards CT. That surely has been called out as a nade. It does monumental damage towards short. They're trying to push through the smoke. But there's a player on the other side. It's Valder and Alex stopping everything up. Kantara has been sprayed down. He's 10 HP. It's just him and Tizian. All that remains, and they're going to try and just do anything here. But it's OG who are going to be taking a 6th for themselves, surely. No way back into this round for Big unless Tizian can find some huge frags. Just put out 1, but can't find the shots. Just has to back away. Xantares is already over towards the B tunnels. just shift walking around, hoping maybe to find a player. As he just go for the save. 8 seconds on the clock. Xantares will be joined by Tizian in that as well. So we'll save these 2 AKs until the next round. And I mean, they've got quite a bit of cash up. Xantares can drop one. Citizen can buy. Keto can get himself something, not much. Nice work, Valde. Just holding down towards short. He only gets 1 kill, does get an assist and a lot of damage that forces those big players back.
This time around, Big are gonna be a little bit more limited, but I'm a little bit confused about this, actually. We got Titian buying up completely, Xantares almost. Like, I'm wondering why Tapson and Surson didn't full buy for this one.
It is interesting. I mean, obviously they've got a couple players less than 2k. And they've not got much loss bonus, I don't think, the big clan side. So it's definitely not easy as Valde. You know what is easy? Popping up a couple quick kills towards long. You can't find any more, though, as Tabson swings wide with the P250. Will finally finish him off on an AK collected for the big clan side. They now all have weapons, all 3 of them that remain, but they've got a disadvantage. They've got a player down. OG, they can still close this round pretty simply, as long as you just play this one correct. Big kill coming through. Xantares and Tabson finding one together in towards mid, but no, they line up for Issa. And a huge double comes through. Tabson and Xantares, they hit the deck faster than you can say big clan are going to lose this round. And now it's just Searson, a 1 versus 3. Issa on the other side of Searson tries to push through and actually will collect the kill. And maybe I was a bit premature saying big clan are going to lose this round. Maybe he can find himself a 1v3 here. Not going to be easy, but he smokes towards the door. 10 seconds on the clock as he crosses. Leaves him time to get the bomb plant, but just running straight through man 2. He knew what he was doing. He knew he either pulls him off the plant or he gets the kill. Either way, it's OG who win.
OG now managing to string a couple of rounds together.
Oh. Big kills from
That's
Issa.
a nice lineup, man. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, OG managing to string 3 rounds together to be exact at this point. That's going to help them as they're moving towards the later stages of the first half. Again, we got to keep in mind, OG took the victory on that first map. So a lot of pressure on Big currently. That being said, furthermore, we got to remember that this is the first set of matches here for IEM New York 2020 Europe region. Got plenty more matches coming your way over the season. Over the event, rather.
I don't think we'll be broadcasting any of them. I think it's just today we're on 4.
Yeah.
There's
We won't be broadcasting any of the other Euro games, but we got other regions too.
Yeah, we'll be around for CIS. Pretty much the entirety of that, because Big, well, they've mopped up this round quicker than we could finish our conversation.
As they should. As they should. Great stuff here from Big. They needed that round. They managed to bring it. And furthermore, the economy is not amazing for OG currently. NBK is sitting fairly low, at least below the 2,000 mark. Issa, likewise. Roughly 3,000 on Valde.
That round has really put OG in a difficult spot because they won out the previous one, but only 2 players surviving is not good for the economy. And now we're left with a difficult question. Do they force or do they eco? What would you do?
It's honestly, it's a tough call. I think you have to eco this one and then go for the 8-7. Apparently they disagree with me. The problem with ecoing, if they decided to eco this round, is that they're still gonna have two players who are gonna be a little bit limited on their money. So I see why they're going for this, but I don't personally agree with it. I think holding onto your money and making sure you get as comfortable a buy as possible is the right choice.
Yeah, and if they could pull off this round, I mean, that would be very lovely jubbly. But as much as it pains me, I think Big will probably secure this one. As much as I love to see pistols finding frags, actually I hate to see it. Don't know what I'm talking about. Unless the dual Berettas, that is. Unless the dual Berettas or a Zeus, you know.
You have some
get a
weird
couple...
thing with dual Berettas. I don't know what it is, man.
Please, just use them in a few games of MM. Warm up in deathmatch with them, you know. Get on that ESEA grind to rank S dual Berettas only. And you'll see the true power of them. But Big, they see the true power of a mid to B split by the looks of things as they try and push forwards. Antares, nice out. Please, no, that's the bomb. Keto needs to try and mop things up here. He will find the first. And his teammates coming in from behind will close that down. And they do recover, but got out a little bit there, Antares. It's just Valde who remains. And just with an AM9, not really much to do here.
This is kind of what I feared. When you go for a false buy like this, where you don't really have a whole lot of firepower. So they had two rifles going into this round. I believe it was on LXB and Man2, if I'm not completely mistaken. Either way, they had two rifles going into this round. And that's not a whole lot of firepower. Furthermore, they had two players on just pistols. Kind of a weird decision, in my opinion, to go for this false buy, but...
At least an AK picked up for Valde.
Yeah. I don't know if that's really going to do it, though.
Yeah.
It feels like they need not just the AK and the like SMG and the FAMAS and the utility. They need a whole lot of luck in this round for it to work. It's not going to be an easy round for them to pull off.
Nah, Big probably secure themselves an 8th here, and they've done pretty well dealing with these low buys from OG. If they can continue, it's going to be a nice map for them. As this is their map pick as well. OG just about managed to close out Inferno, which was their map pick. That was overtime, 19-17, wasn't it? I believe, or yeah, I believe so. Was it 19-15?
19 to 15.
19
yeah,
to 15
they took
yeah.
all
Yeah.
like a 4-0 in OT. Yeah.
It was the complexity G2 game that's 19 to 17.
Yeah.
But we do get back into things. Timeout comes to an end. And as you see, not really much to see on the OG side. An MP9 for MBK that's going to have an investigation towards the beautiful flashback. Antares is caught out, but his teammate Keto is there to support him. That nade doesn't do any damage. I think it's around the edge of the pillar. But Issa will eventually take him down. It goes 1-for-1. Big. They can still work this round because it was just the MP9 that pushed in towards that tunnel for OG. Big.
4-on-4 situation here. Valde goes up from the corner. Flashbang wasn't actually that good, and he takes an extended duel. That's something you see all that often. Smoke in each direction, but Big Clan yet to commit to this for good reason. Keto, he's pushed through the B bomb site. Look at his positioning.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
No!
He turns around to throw a smoke towards the B site, and Issa will find him. Big.
No.
Oh, that's an awkward spray from Tizzy in long range. Not going to work out and leaves Alexi B all on his lonesome.
Okay.
But Big, they still win out the round. And we're going to go to a short break here. We'll be back in just a few short minutes for the second half of Big versus OG.
I was running road so many nations.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second half between OG and Big, and we're straight into it, as you can see. MBK rushing forward, shuts down the first player, and hit is taken clean off. And as you see, the odds brought to you by GGBet. Very, very close between these two right here on Dust2.
And a 1-for-1 so far, but Tabson, he's going to clip off Mantu's head, look for a little bit more. As there goes Issa. Leaves just MBK and Alexi B, but MBK can find one. The second of the round is big play trying to push forward. MBK going to try and play headshot. A beautiful shot on towards that Torres. And MBK, talk about a crisp aim. That is phenomenal. Now left in a 1v1 as his teammate falls. It's Keto versus MBK. Could this be a huge round for the OG side? Is MBK going to secure the ace?
What?
Of course he is. That is outrageous. You can't be doing this in the pistol round, MBK. He's got 11 kills and 5 of them.
Natural born killer. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, it wasn't even like he was just finishing off players. 480 damage done, 5 kills. He basically just found every single. Well, he did find every single kill. Absolutely brilliant, and oh, just that last shot on board.
Look how clean those were, though.
They were very,
so
very
clean.
Yeah, quick as well. Just, I wish I had reactions like MBK. But he's put OG in a very nice position. Valde, he'll be able to open up that first kill. And 2 with 1 as well. Actually gets the headshot on towards Tizian. But Searson's scout is still alive, and it's going to try and find some damage for this force buy from the big. I had a couple of kills come through, and it's only Tabson and Searson left, but they brought it into a 2-on-3. Damage done. A couple of weapons can be collected for the big side. Not all too great. It's a Galil for Tabson. And with his teammate falling, it's going to be a Galil that has to 1v3. That's the bomb. It heads in towards the B site. Tabson's just going to save this Galil over towards the car. Over at long, and hope that none of these OG players are going to come and wreck him. Never mind, there comes MBK, and guess what he does? He wrecks him.
We spoke about it towards the later stages of that first map. Actually, in OT, the last couple of rounds, NBK stepped up tremendously. Not that he was doing horrible the entire game or anything like that, but he was sitting like roughly in the middle. Actually, exactly in the middle. I'm just checking it now. He was towards the middle, towards the end of the game as well. But yeah, he stepped up in the last couple of rounds, and he stepped up in, well, this game entirely at this point. Again, he's sitting in the middle of the pack. A little bit above at this point. Good work put in here by NBK, and he continues. Yet another beautiful shots against EQing opponents. He finds even more. It's a double for him for this round. Again, EQing opponents.
Yeah. He's found 3 already. So, last one alive, and can't replicate the form from Inferno with that deagle, unfortunately. A 4K would have been very nice there with it, but unfortunately, MBK has just turned into a different animal on the T side of Dust2. He's gone from 6 kills to 16 in 3 rounds.
It's pretty insane.
It is very insane, I'd say. That's OG. 4 AKs, a scout for Mantu. And Searson, he'll be wielding that bigger brother of the scout, the AWP. Open to rocket, he does have armor, but no utility to go along with it. So, he's going to rely on his teammates with their rifles to try and lay down the groundwork for around here. He's going to try and pick up maybe an opening kill to give his team something to work with.
Bit of a slow and methodical start to this round for OG. Don't want to run straight into anything, and don't want to overstep their boundaries early into this round. Want to make sure that they push as many players together as possible. Try and deal with this setup here from Big. 3 players defending at A. Big gap in the smoke. That's a nice shot from Thurston.
Definitely, and that opens things up for his big plan side. But Tabson, no! Can't hit the spray with the M4A1S, the silencer. Just doesn't work out for the kill. Keito's going to take a lot of damage from the mollies as well as Issa is going to double himself up. 1 HP, enough for the kill, but Zantares is still online. Zantares is still finding shoots. The kills are coming through. Mantu with 1. It's up to Mantu and Issa, but that 1 HP for Issa is going to make it difficult as he goes down. Had the chance. Mantu 1 versus 2. He takes out this, and Zantares over the site will fuck him away and secure big a 9th lead with the guns out. We'll put a 9th on the board, and they just about managed to get that one through.
Very important for them as well, because OG, they look very confident. And with Tabson missing his opportunity, was sitting in such a good spot. Should have had at least a kill. And he missed. And he didn't get one. Let's put it like that. I think he got... I actually think he got... found out due to his silencer there. I think the second he looked away from the box to try and shoot the players who were a bit further back pointed out that he was sitting in that spot due to the silencer.
Maybe. That's very bold from Tizian though. Trying to go fast in towards B long. Will get caught out though by those T players, and now Tabson next up in line. Over the top of the garbage, the skip hits all there with 1, but Tabson quickly trades, and there's Famas looking for more as he's able to knock down 1 more. And MBK found the towers elsewhere, and eventually Tabson will fall, leaving it all on Keito, an MP9 against 3, and not much chance for OG. Sorry, not much chance for Big. Plenty of chance for OG. We're in a 3-on-1. Keito is going to salvage an M4, but save to come through.
I was just about to ask if we were watching the same game, but you made up for it.
Yeah. Even, I mean, no one's perfect, as much as I try. I'm far from it. But, yeah, Keito just holding on to this M4. We'll hope that he can stay alive. It's actually sort of close towards those long doors. I don't think Mantu's going to push through them for fear of dying himself. That would be an AWP given over if he did so. And I suspect OG don't really want to give that to the big clan side here.
Keito holding on to that weapon. Doesn't really mean a whole lot in the great scheme of things here for Big Clan, because they still don't have anything to work with. Tabson could potentially buy, but there's no reason to, because the rest of the players don't really have anything to work with. Tabson did alright in that round, which is one of the reasons why he got a bit of extra money in the bank. OG, though. Again, they took the victory on Inferno, and they're looking pretty hot and heavy here on Dust2 as well. It's not their best map. Far from it. Wouldn't necessarily call it their worst either. But 43% win rate here for OG going into this game. Big with a 90% win rate going into this one. We could potentially see both of those numbers sway a bit. We should see both of those numbers sway a bit after this.
Yeah. And OG. Ooh, Sisson in the Molotov. Takes a lot of damage. He'll eventually get finished off by Alexi B. And OG against these pistols, a single safe M4 for Keito, which has now been removed by Issa, who doubles himself down. These are all up to Tizian. And a very, very clean round from OG. Not a single player going down.
And obviously, that's exactly what OG is looking for in a situation like that. They want to make sure they leave as little interpretation as possible. Making sure that they stay alive with as many players as possible. Work on that economy. Build up their strengths. Try and bully Big out of the map in this one. Trying to close it down in a 2-0. A lot of flashes out towards long here. Still have taps in a fairly strong position.
Cam through the smoke. There we go. Finally gets him in the end. A couple kills from Big. Do put OG in a difficult position, but they're going to be forcing their way into mid, trying to get their way towards that B bomb site. Currently, it's only Keto who sits there, and as Xantares tries to push forward, he's going to get caught out. And this gives OG a chance. If they can get themselves in towards the B site cleanly, Keto towards the back with the AWP, trying to find shots, won't get them, and Alexi B and Valde, they're finding all the kills needed. This has swung so drastically back in OG's favor. It was a 5-on-3, and now it's a 3-on-1. Just Tizian remains for Big. And there's really not much for him to say here. Just going to chill outside the B tunnels, AK in hand, hoping for a better world.
I mean, what can Big do at this point? How can they... What are they supposed to do to change this up? Because they played really well towards the middle and close towards the end of that first map. First half on this one, pretty back and forth. Still OG, they managed to come out on top with a couple of good rounds towards the end of it. So what can Big do at this point to try and bring it back, perhaps?
Find kills.
Simple as that.
I mean, the odds very much in the favor of OG. 1.3
Absolutely.
for the OG side. It's they're sit 1-0 up in the series already. Big, they had that massive comeback on Inferno due to the hands of Keto. I mean, an easy answer would be, something like that to happen again. A big, clutch to come through or something of the like, just to invigorate these big clan players. But for OG, things are looking all rosy. They're getting closer and closer to securing it this series. And, well, I mean, Big, they'll go for a bit of a... They've gotten Searson on a scout. That AK saved a cross. So they're going to keep their economy alive. They'll allow OG to 14. And Searson is tagged down early on. Mantu, a nice little AWP shot there through the door.
I said it earlier, Searson is typically incredibly strong with the scout on this map. Got a nice kill with it earlier in the game, and now it's Xantares with the Desert Eagle. Okay. Oh. Tizian taking care of Mantu.
This is falling apart for OG. 2 players alive. Issa is able to clear out one towards B, but the bomb is dropped in mid, and Valde is trying to go on an expedition to secure that explosive device. Tabson on the Deagle. Spotted out Valde. They spotted each other. Flashbang, I don't think that's going to work, but they're going to try and back away, and that allows Tizian to slide in for the fight, wins it out, and that leaves Issa a 1 versus 3. Not really much to say in this one. He's going to try and get towards the bomb. It is around the corner. Tizian won't be able to spot him if he collects it, unless his gun sticks out, but no, he will get it silently and without being spotted out, so he can head over towards that B site, get the bomb down, and if he's able to isolate 1v1s over towards his B site, he can certainly give the big clan side a run for their money, but this shouldn't be in this situation at all for OG.
Yeah, OG shouldn't really have much of a chance in this one, especially with Searson posting up with that AWP. Issa, he could throw the molly down. That will give him some coverage.
Flashbang, maybe?
Flashbang is not going to do anything. He finds the frag instead. That helps. Still needs to get the bomb down. Time is running low, but he will get the plant. 2 players moving in from tunnels. Flashbang through.
Oh,
he finds the kill on
Oh my god!
Oh my... There you have it.
I mean, getting that opening kill was very nice. He was put low, that nade.
Disbelief.
Yeah, that's...
Mate.
OG,
This game, man.
thanks to
This game.
of round 14 on the board and a 1v3 clutch to do so. Huge from Issa there. Only just gets it as well. The nade actually kills him.
Yeah.
It was an afterlife grenade, but Big now, they had a chance. That was a bit of an eco, and OG just about slipping by. Now it's at 5 rounds in the lead, OG. And just one away from match point. So starting to create a bit of presence towards long. Searson. He's posted up with that AWP. As his teammates holding short for him from that lower tunnel, as they've gone quite aggressive in towards that position. Only 2 players towards its A site, but Searson and Tizian, they might be able to find a lot here, or absolutely nothing, as Tizian can't find anything. He's dropping the smoke, he gets caught with it in his hand. Searson at least did find one. OG will get the bomb plant, a 4 and 4, and Searson has taken a lot of damage. So is Alexi B though. Utility all over the site. There's not many safe places to stand, but Issa has got one here. And there's going to be a lot of players coming in from short for big. Can they find the kills? Valde taken down instantly by Tabston. Can't find the shots. The flashbang pushes Issa back, but let's see if he finds one. Can Issa put up frags once more? Him and MBK, they're holding true. And it's only Searson who remains. It's going to be the save to come through. And OG will once again just about clinched around. As they will find match point big. They sit on 9 on their map pick, and it's going to be falling apart for them.
This is absolutely insane, Dan. Think about this for a hot moment, right? It was 14-10 in favor of Big over on Inferno. OG managed to bring it back. They took it to OT, and then they took all 4 rounds in a row in OT. And now, back and forth in the first half on this one, OG taking complete control for the second half.
Yeah, and this opening kill as well going OG's way. It's really not feeling good for Big. If they can find something here, I'd be impressed. But a UMP for Keto towards B is going to be playing it close towards the entry point. That'll at least give them a bit of a chance to find something with it. M4 for Tizian, an AWP for Searson. And a FAMAS for Xantares. The Big Clan full spike. Well, are they able to force around here? That's the question, because if they don't, it's all over and it's OG taking the series 2-0. Create a bit of space, OG. They've already got that opening kill. They don't need to push for all too much. Big, the banking on mid being the main pressure point for OG as Searson towards A, and he's going to get immediately deleted by Issa. A quick shot comes through, and now that Molotov is going to hold back those big players in towards CT as well. They're going to be able to get that bomb planted. Ito, though, works one onto short. That's Issa going down. A huge frag to find. And a 3-on-4 still favouring the OG side as they're getting that bomb in towards the site now. Alexi B will go for that plant in a safe spot. 12 seconds on the clock as he does so. Nothing to be alarmed about as Keto is going to try pushing forward. He's taking a lot of damage, and Mantu will finish him off. Tizian with his AWP looking to try and find something in towards the site, but it's Xantares who will get the kill. Looking out towards long as well, but Valde will shut him down. It's all up towards Tizian. Quick shot on the AWP, looking for more. Going to be pushing forward, but 2 players to find. One towards long. That's Valde as he pushes his way towards elevator. The no scope. It's not going to land. An OG will take it 16-9.